Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I've been selling my expertise online for well over a decade, millions of dollars in sales for myself and my clients. And in this video, I want to share 5 keys to a high converting offer in 2025 and beyond. So I want to start with the first one that may hit you between the eyes a little bit. And I might look over here a little bit. I got a second monitor. I got a slide presentation I'm hosting. So if you see me looking over here, that's what I'm looking at. The first one is to move from what I call a save the world offer to a solve the problem offer. Okay, save the world to solve the problem, right? One of the biggest mistakes we make as coaches, consultants, is we try to, for the first offer we offer people, we say, oh, we're going to solve this problem, that problem, this problem, that problem, right? And it just sounds like an overwhelming overpromise for people that are newer to us. So what you want to do is move from a save the world product where you're going to solve all these different problems, all these different things for a client, to a solve the problem offer, which is a very specific promise. You want to move from bigger promises that sound like a lot of work to a smaller, tighter promise that solves a specific problem faster for that specific person. So let me just give you a couple of examples here. I'm going to look over on my slides. So let's say you're a business coach or consultant. A save the world offer might be like, I help people, build their dream business, or I help you scale from 6 to 7 figures. And unless you're a celebrity where people really know you and buy into you, it's going to be a hard sell. Versus a solve the problem offer where you might help solopreneurs install a Facebook lead generation funnel in 10 days or less, right? It's shorter commitment, more specific promise. Okay, so that's what I mean by that. Let's say you're a business productivity consultant. A save the world offer might be like, I help businesses be more productive using my 3 keys or my 3 pillars to productivity. This is a real life example from a client I was working with. He came into businesses and helped them become more productive, and he'd put together this framework, which is better than most people do, but it was still kind of broad. It was still kind of like a save the world, solve all their problems type offer. Now contrast that with a solve the problem offer. So this is what I helped him shift to, was helping businesses install AI software that saves your business 10 hours per week per employee. Very specific, very tangible. It solved a specific and, by the way, on-trend problem. AI. It was one of the things he was doing already. He just was losing the specificity in his Save the World offer, and he reported a much better response rate to his offer. He actually closed a $20K consulting deal shortly after making that pivot. He just changed the positioning and dialed in on specifically solving that one problem. Maybe you're an energy worker or a healer or a life coach. Save the world offers are super common in this market. Okay, so an example might be helping people heal their energy and live in alignment, or helping them live their best life, or finding their life's purpose, right? These are like very save the world type offers, solving too many problems in too vague of a way. And unless you're a celebrity that can get away with that, you are going to struggle to sell that to people who don't know you that well yet. Versus a solve the problem type offer, which you could redefine that as helping busy women reduce anxiety and sleep better using a 3-day energy reset. Okay, so I just want to give you some examples off my slides over here. Shorter duration, more specific, more tangible. Okay, so some of you are making this mistake right now, especially if you're in the newer side to things. You're trying to make too big of a promise too soon to people who don't know you well enough yet, and you're wondering why you're struggling to sell. Okay, so that's the first key, is we want to move from save the world to solve the problem, especially for people who don't know you as well. Dial that promise in a little bit and you will get more yeses than you otherwise would. Okay, the second key I want to talk about here is to make your offer that you sell a faster, easier experience with less effort, right? People are drowning in busyness. And if you come along and plop a bunch of work on their plate, There's a saying, people don't grow into pain. People don't grow into pain. And so there's going to be a lot of pain associated with that if you're dumping a lot on their plate. So let me just give you a quick example here. So which program would you rather join? Okay, let me give you some examples. And I know certain problems require more time to solve than others, but just take this as an exercise. So would you rather join program A that claims to solve multiple problems, has a 6-month duration with twice weekly 90-minute calls for you to attend, and 15 one-hour video modules for you to watch and take notes on in order to learn what you need to learn from that program? That's very common. Most of you have your programs like that. Or program B solves a specific urgent problem for you. So it's like, hey, here's the one problem we're going to solve for you so you can really see it and believe it. You're going to get an AI tool that you can talk to get advice or to even help you implement what the course is promising. A short video tutorial so you understand how to use everything and what the context is, and a few templates to help guide you and get things done. And then on top of that, a couple 2-hour strategy sessions to give you feedback. That's it on your stuff. Which of those, assuming similar price points and similar problem solved, would you rather attend? Most people are going to say program B because it feels more doable in a busy time. All of your prospective buyers, all human beings, especially in the United States, are drowning in coaching and information and to-do lists and all that kind of stuff. So we want to align with the nature of society right now by, again, dialing in our promise, solving a specific problem with less effort required to do so. Okay? And then once people buy that first program, if you want to sell them your Save the World, your 6-month, your 12-month, whatever, go for it. It'll be a lot easier to sell to people who know you, trust you, and have gone through an experience with you. Okay? People want to buy things that feel light, doable, immediate, not heavy and vague. Okay? So that's the second one. The third key to a better selling, more modern, high converting offer is to position your offer as a new opportunity, right? If it sounds like it's from 2019, your conversions are going to be that way as well. Okay? So what I mean by that is a new opportunity. So let me give you some tools here to think about. I call these the new kids on the block, right? I grew up in the 90s. You probably remember the new kids on the block if you did too. Anyway, so here's some new kids on the block for you to consider using in your offer to make it more aligned. New tools is the first one. Again, I've talked a lot about it, AI tools. There are a number of no-code tools you can use out there to create an AI chatbot or an AI experience for your users to help them get the results faster. People perceived AI software tools as faster solutions to getting a result. And if you incorporate those into your offerings, it's going to feel more doable to your potential buyers. And there's no-code tools. OpenAI's ChatGPT if you're on their $20 plan, you can use that. Mindpal.space, Formwise.com. I've talked about a number of ways that you can incorporate and build a tool, an AI tool, without any tech or coding experience. Okay. So adding new tools that accelerate templates, AI tools, things that make it easier, perceived easier to get the result. That is going to make your offer sell well, and it's going to allow you to present it as a new opportunity. Okay. New techniques is another one. So in marketing, there's a term called the unique mechanism, right? And it's like you are an expert at what you do. You have a framework, hopefully, that you use to get clients from point A, where they're stuck, to point B, where they're in a better place. That is what's called a unique mechanism. And so you want to position your offer around a unique mechanism, a discovery. Your method helps to position it as a new opportunity. And finally, new delivery styles, right? So we've talked about new tools, new techniques. That helps make it sound fresh and interesting. New delivery styles that are more modern is another way to improve the unique sounding new opportunity of your offer. Okay. So what do I mean by new delivery styles? So instead of it being a 6-month program or a 90-day program right up front, maybe the first thing you offer people is what I call a sprint, which is like a short 1 to 3 day experience, or it could be a 4 to 6 week cohort to get the results. There can be done for you layers in there. Those are some of the more modern formats that people are really wanting to use right now. Sprints, workshops, frameworks, workshops. I already mentioned that one. Cohorts, like shorter sprints to get things done versus longer duration. That will make it sound more intriguing and more new. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Still refining some of the slides over here as I'm saying this, but position your offer as a new opportunity. That's going to be huge. New tools, new technique that they haven't tried before, and newer, shorter, more punchy delivery styles that can help them get it done in less time and effort. That will sell better, particularly if you are selling to somebody who doesn't know you that well yet. The fourth key is to make your offer clear, not cute. Clear, not cute. Clarity wins, confusion kills conversions. Okay. So many people, again, they're trying to create these clever named offers that sound bold or inspirational, but really people just don't understand what you're talking about most of the time. Attention spans are pretty low today. And if people can't understand really what your thing does for them quickly, they're gonna check out, right? So quick example here. Let's say you're a life coach. A cute offer, an offer that's trying to be cute might be like the Radiant Alchemy Code, or something like that, or some kind of very nebulous name. Versus a clearer offer, a clearer name might be like the 3-day anxiety reset for moms. And I know that sounds boring, but again, I had a mentor tell me a long time ago, and it's 100% true. I've tested it. I've worked with a lot of clients, thousands now. I've gone through my programs. I'm here to tell you, clear is better than cute, particularly if they don't know you. Okay, if you try to use a bunch of jargon or internal names that you just use with your clients, with people who don't know you yet, it's going to be harder for them to understand really the true value, the true problem that you're going to solve for them. People, you are in the business of solving problems for a profit. If you're a coach, consultant, course seller, service provider, you solve problems with your expertise for a profit, for a cost. We need to make sure that's clear up front. So clear over cute. Okay. Now, the fifth and final one is that people buy your offer, not your program or service. Okay. I want you to tattoo this on your arm metaphorically, unless you're into those kind of tattoos. Who knows? People buy your offer, not your program or service. Those are not the same thing. Your program or service is the specific method, or it's the coaching program, the consulting program. That's your specific service. But the offer is all the things around it. The core promise that you make. Again, I recommend for people who don't know you, first offer you're selling them, shrink the promise, make it more tangible, more concrete in a delivery style that's a little bit less overwhelming. You want it to be faster and easier. But what's that core promise? The core promise is part of your offer. Why is that part of your offer? Because you can change it. You can adjust it until people really get it. Remember, I used that example of that productivity coach. He was, trying to say, I'm going to help your whole office be more productive, using these 3 things. And we pivoted that to AI for the office, an on-trend specific thing. Did way better. Core promise. What else is involved in an offer? Your objection busting bonuses or any value add resources. So you have your core program, but what do you have around it? Do you have an AI tool? Do you have a GPT? Do you have some templates and frameworks? Do you have an additional coaching session one-on-one with you? Like, what are the objections or concerns people might have, and how can you position bonuses or additional resources around that core program to make it feel like it's an easier way to get the result? Okay. Pricing, is part of your offer, and risk reversal. So things like guarantees or no guarantees or conditional guarantees or anything like that that reduces the risk and increases the perceived buyer safety of your offer. Okay? So those are all the elements that make up an offer. People don't buy your program or service. They buy how it's packaged and how it's positioned. And those are some big things for you to take away from this. Okay? So those are the 5 things I wanted to share in this video. If you'd like to check out more about me, you can check the links in the description down below. I will be launching a brand new program soon, depending on when you see this video, called Conversion OS, that will help people dial in their offers, help create better sales presentations, and also help them to dial in their sales call conversations as well. I'm actually creating an AI tool called OfferCraft that will be used to modernize and make sure you avoid some of these key mistakes I talked about today, as well as some of the keys to actually framing and positioning your program in a more modern way. So there'll be more about that coming out soon. Feel free to leave a comment down below or comment OfferCraft if you'd like to get that when it comes out. Otherwise, yeah, that's it for this video. A little bit of a random one-take rant, a little longer video, kind of looking over at the slides, but I just wanted to share some of these things with you here. I create these videos on a Friday, kind of a one-taker kind of thing, just to kind of share what I'm working on, share some thoughts, and hopefully some value with all of you. Hopefully you're a coach, consultant, course seller, service provider, looking to get more clients online, looking to modernize your business, looking to align with AI. That is what this channel is about. So if you want to get more videos like this, subscribe, leave me a like. That always helps the algorithm. Comment below if you have a question. I'll see you soon. Take care.